Welcome to Forbes India presents Business Lodestones, where we spotlight leaders creating lasting impact. I'm Radhika Sinha, and today we feature BNW Developments, one of UAE's fastest growing real estate platforms. From humble beginnings to a gross domestic valuation of over 30 billion dirhams, its journey is rooted in discipline, systems, and long term vision. Joining us is Mr. Ankur Aggarwal, Chairman and founder of BNW Developments. Welcome to the show, Ankur. Let's get this started then.
Thank you so much, Radhika. Thank you for this amazing introduction.
Well, your journey is very interesting, Ankur. You've moved from being a chartered accountant to brokerage, and today you're leading a fast scaling real estate platform. Now, when you look back, what's the one belief or discipline that quietly guided you every turn along the way?
See, actually, when I qualified as a chartered accountant in 2011, I was not having much dreams about my career. So that at that time, I was having a mindset of making some money and to have some kind of earning for my family. Because at that time, I was coming out of a phase where you will not think much about your future. So for me, my original goal was to give some rest to my mom because she was working very hard for last 20 years. So I was having a mindset that okay, let's give her some rest, and I'll be making, even if I'll be making some money, I will be happy. At least I can take care of my family and I can take care of my future in like in a very settled way. Like I was not having that kind of dream or aspiration to be an entrepreneur or like that. But one thing which I was having consistent throughout my life, that I was not having any mindset of doing any kind of job for or working for somebody. So it was some kind of entrepreneurship, you can say, that was with me since my childhood, you can say, because my father was a businessman. Because and that was in my blood, that okay, I will not do job for anyone, rather I will be doing the work for myself. So what exactly happened is, when I qualified as a chartered accountant, I started my own practice and it was going okay. I will not say that it was very fab or very good, but for initial few years I was struggling, let's say 1 or 2 year, but after that it was good. So coming to Dubai was never uh, planned. Actually, I would say that it was not in my mind to come to Dubai. So it was an incident, it was an accident that I came to Dubai with someone. And when I came here, I thought that why this country cannot be my next destination. At that time, in fact, Radhika, to be honest with you, I was not even having any kind of expansion idea as well, because I was quite satisfied in my practice. But when I came here, I thought that okay, let's start something new, and let's expand our BNW. Sorry, this Ankur Aggarwal and Company. At that time, it was AAC, Ankur Aggarwal and Company. So I started a company called AAC Global FZD, a consulting firm. From consulting firm to a brokerage house. That was again another accident for me, because I got stuck here in COVID, and I have been forced by one of my friend to start real estate practice. So you can understand the mindset of a guy who is not having much money in his pocket, and he has been asked by so many people to do many things. So exactly it happened to me as well. So I started my brokerage career in 2020 again to make some money. But I would rather say that it is completely my destiny who took me here to this position, and it was not planned, but it happened actually.
And you've taken early, thoughtful decisions, Ankur, but one of those was choosing Dubai and committing to it long term. So, what did you see in Dubai that made you say that this is where I want to build and not just explore?
There are obviously hundreds of factors which I can say that Dubai is actually the best city to live in as of now. And since 2020, after COVID, and I have seen multiple things which is happening in Dubai, which eventually is not happening anywhere else in the world. The Western world is disturbed. In fact, our Eastern world also is getting a lot of problem. This is the country which is quite stable, and a lot of millionaires and billionaires are moving here every day, thanks to the amazing leadership of this country. And they made it like seriously. like impossible to understand. It's too good to be true situation here in Dubai. I haven't seen anyone in last 5 years who will say that I don't want to move to Dubai. So why this is happening? Because living standards are very high. You will get the return of your money invested. You are getting appreciation for your capital invested. Your family is safe here. You are, so whatever you are thinking of, and to get a better life wherever you are living in, just to get a better life, Dubai is the place. So this exactly happened to me as well. So when I came here, luckily I come to Dubai. I could have went to London or Moscow or New York or whatever it is, to the Western world, and that too could not have been the same which is happening as of now. But when I come to Dubai, it was like, okay, wow, I can't see anything better than Dubai in this world. Right now I'm traveling a lot, but still I can't see anything better than Dubai. At that time, it was not having that mindset that only Dubai. At that time, okay, Dubai is an option, let's take Dubai option, right? It's not like that I'm taking you to a Dubai mall for multiple brands. I have been taken to a mall where you will be having like short options, right? And that options was only available to you. For me, Dubai was that for me, but now the only Dubai. So there are obvious reasons why people chose Dubai. So this exactly happened to me as well, and right now it's getting very crazy. And luckily I stepped into a sector which actually performed the best in the world, real estate, as of now post COVID. In fact, real estate market has performed really well throughout the globe, but in Dubai it was really exceptional. It went like 200 to 300% since 2020. So obviously I'm getting the benefit of that only.
And Ankur, as your business grew, so did the ambition for you. You often say that BNW is a platform and not just a real estate company. So, for someone watching us today, how would you explain that difference in simple terms?
See, when I was moving from brokerage to development practice, I was not having money to buy plots. So, what exactly has happened? I created a platform where you can be a developer, and I will be putting my expertise into the development, right? So, you will buy a plot, I will do the development, and in return, you will give me the sweat equity of the share. You will be getting the return which probably a developer will get, but you will not be investing in the infrastructure of a development. I will keep it. Now I'll explain it in a very simple term. You have the land. You don't know how to do a development. So you hired BNW and asked BNW, let's do the development. And in return, BNW is getting 20% or let's say 30% of your profit. And that too in the end, when you will be making profit, and and you are earning probably exactly the same which a developer is getting. Because honestly, as an end consumer, you will not make that money as compared to a developer. Developers are making most of the money in this country because of a very simple factor. Land prices are still 15 to 20% of your sales value. In India, in Delhi or Mumbai, it's like 60% of your sales value. So if you are having that gap in proportion to your sales, your construction cost is 35% of your sales value. So rest 50% is your delta. So developer is definitely making a lot of money. So if you want to be a developer and you don't have the expertise of being a developer, you will hire BMW. So this is the model which we implemented in 2022, and we got so many plots, so many people who invested with us, and then we eventually became the developer. So now BMW is purchasing their share through our sweat equity on our original cost price. This is how we created the valuation. This probably a chartered accountant can do.
Absolutely, Ankur. And with that platform mindset that you have, you also saw rapid success. BNW's present valuation is over 30 billion dirham. So, how do you personally ensure that growth stays intentional and disciplined, especially in an industry where moving fast can be risky?
Oh my God, it's actually not what people sees from outside. See, 30 billion is the GDV, 32 billion precisely is the GDV, gross domestic value of the assets which BMW is developing as of now. It's 28 projects consisting of 32 billion as a GDV. And that we have to deliver by 2029. All projects we have to deliver by 2029. Now, talking about the consistency, it will be 100% consistent because our selling window is 6 to 8 months from the date of acquisition of the plot. So, what does it mean? It means that when you will acquire a plot, and then when you will launch a project, and then you will sell the project, from acquiring a plot up to the selling a plot, up to selling the whole project, it will take you 8 months only. It looks very it's look very mouth watering, it's look very like too good, it's again too good to be true, but it's happening. So when BMW having a capability of selling a project in 8 months, why will not be delivering the project? So even if the market is having a roller coaster ride, even if the market decline, it will take you at least 2 years, 1.5 year to decline the market. But if you are selling your project in 8 months, you are out of the risk. Again, the selling price and the construction price has a delta of 50%. So what does it mean? It means that again, if the market crashes up to 50%, and that too in the 8 months, again BMW will be on the break even level. So how you will lose your money is completely impossible until and unless you do something which is you should not do. So what we should do, we need to focus on our sales infrastructure and the construction infrastructure. If we are delivering our project on time or before time, there is no way back. Look, there is no look back. And you, if you need to maintain your sales infrastructure performing consistently, every day you need to make a sale, every day you need to make sale. If I'm not making a sale today, then it's a problem, but I'm making a sale every day. So my escrow accounts are healthy, my constructions are okay, and my sales infrastructure is okay. So what else do you need now? uh, Coming to the point where you have a GDP of 32 billion and you need to increase more, it's very easy to increase your GDP. Now there was a time in 2022 and 2023 when we were actually soliciting people to work with us. Now it's not the time. Now the big funds from the US and the UK, all SEC regulated fund, are coming to UAE, joining hands with them, and they are asking us to buy plots for them and do the construction. Now BNW is sitting on a capital of 2.3 billion dirham, which we need to, which we should use to acquire just the plots. If I will be investing that 2.3 billion dirham just in the acquisition of the plot, I can put additional 30 or 40 billion GDV in my whole corpus. So there is no way we can lose from here. We just have to focus on construction, delivery, and sales. And this is exactly what we are doing as of now.
And one clear bet you have made is on branded residencies. Why do you believe that
Mhm.
this model is more than just a luxury play and actually the future of real estate?
It's actually happening in Dubai these days. When people are crazy about the brands, the most of the millionaires and billionaires, they're moving from different parts of the world. They are looking for a place where they can spend their money. So now they are heading towards Dubai Mall to buy luxury goods. If I will give you a bag, which is again a non-branded bag, and a Louis Vuitton bag, definitely you will be choosing a branded bag. It doesn't change the quality much, but although there is a difference in the quality, but it is not that much difference, but still it's a branded. So the answer is obvious. People these days wants brands. So if you are putting a brands on your residences projects, and when you are having when you are living in those projects, you will feel an extra flavor of that brand. What does it mean? It means that, let's say, Tonino Lamborghini, if you like Lamborghini, if you are a fan of Lamborghini, every day you will see a feel of Lamborghini. If you will, every day you will feel like a Lamborghini is around you, in your furniture, in your designs, in everything. So you are practically living with that brand. So if you will get that facility from the developer, people don't mind paying some extra money, and the project become more sellable and fast sellable, and that too increase the valuation of BMW as well. If you are joining hands with Taj or Fashion TV or Windham or Tonino Lamborghini or Edison, it will add in the overall valuation of BMW as well. Again, as a buyer from outside perspective, you might not trust BMW, but you will trust Edison, you will trust Taj will not join hands with anyone who will not deliver as per the standards which Taj is having. So when you are carrying a legacy of 122 years with a brand which is only 18 months old, you need to understand that this will be happening. This will happen. So people don't mind paying you extra money. So this is exactly happening right now, and this is what BMW is enjoying. So very soon you will see more collaborations with top brands of this world, and very exciting brands, not just brands, but some very exciting brands.
Well, absolutely looking forward to see more of your collaborations. Now, your forward thinking
Mhm.
also
Okay.
reflects in your geographical choices. You entered Ras Al-Khaimah before it became a hotspot. So, what told you that this
Mhm.
location was UAE's next big growth chapter?
Actually, it was my heart who gave me that signal that Ankur, you should go to Ras Al-Khaimah. So what exactly has happened? We relied on a news that was printed in Arabian Business on 26 January 2022. At that time, it was just a news, and somebody showed me that news, and the news was that the famous Wynn Casino of Las Vegas will be coming to Middle East, and that too in Ras Al Khaimah, not even in Dubai, not even in in Abu Dhabi, only in Ras Al Khaimah. And again, I saw a news article which mentioned that it will be the biggest casino of this world. So I thought that what's going on here? If you will have a casino in the Middle East, it will be crazy. You have seen the Macau, like when the wind has entered into Macau, the property prices went 37 times. So we went to Ras Al Khaimah and we asked the government about the plots near to the casino. So luckily they were offering the plots at that time on a 5-year payment plan, and that too with the permission for off-plan sales. So I thought that, man, this is something which you should not skip. So again, coming to that point, when I ask people to buy plots for me and I will do the development, so I asked them to buy those plots in Ras Al Khaimah. And eventually the plot which was 90 dirham per square feet on a 5-year payment plan become 1200 dirham per square feet immediately payable. If you will consider again the present value of that 1200 dirham per square feet, it means that you are getting an appreciation of 24 times just in 2 years. So in 2 years, you get the appreciation of 24 times just in the plot. Imagine what will happen in the apartments. People are crazy. So, and there was another thing which I saw there, that there was multiple reports which says that the casino can attract 5 to 8 million visitors every year. So we considered the population of Ras Al Khaimah, which is 600,000, and if you can and if you are welcoming 8 million tourists in that Emirates, where this population will go, and how many room keys you will be needing, and they don't have that infrastructure. Still they don't have that infrastructure. So property prices will definitely go up, and we don't know about the future. I cannot predict 10 years, but at least for coming 3 or 4 years, people can make short-term money by flipping on by or by Airbnb model. So Russell Kema, it looks like a gamble, but it was a calculated risk, and that actually happened. Now we don't need to explain it. It actually happened. Now people are believing Ras Al Khaimah. So again, it could have been our destiny, and it actually happened. When God has chosen you, everything went well. That's it.
Now, Ankur, you've also built and invested across borders, having worked in both India and the UAE. What are the biggest differences you see in how businesses are built and scale in these two ecosystems?
See, actually, the most important thing which is required for any economy to build is not to have a bureaucracy in the system. And this is exactly what we saw in UAE, and in India, unfortunately, we have a lot of bureaucracy. You cannot just skip it by because of obvious reason that the population and the whole ecosystem cannot be compared. But when you will not have bureaucracy in the system, and when the systems are pretty much clean, and you know what you need to pay and what you will be getting, then the things become pretty clear. So the clarity of your path is most important for any businessman. So when you are let's say, I'll just give you a very basic example. Like if I will buy a plot in any part of India, I don't know how many years I will be needing to get the approval for the construction. And in the meantime, I could have many problems in terms of like different government regulations, which is obviously not in my hand. So I cannot calculate what my profit will be, and I will be little skeptical about investing more money into the whole ecosystem. But in Dubai, in UAE, it's slight different. It's actually a bit different, because here there is no bureaucracy. The government's regulations are clear, and talking to real estate perspective, the most important thing which eventually very important for all the developers are people from 200 countries are buying property here. But if you are developing in Mumbai, people from Pune or Mumbai or people around will be buying. If you are building in Gurgaon, so people from Delhi NCR will be buying in your assets. People from Chennai will not come and buy in Gurgaon. But in Dubai, if you are building, people from Colombia or Cuba or US or Canada or Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, from all part of this world, they are coming and buying. So you will have the access of the whole global market. So in India, we are still in a phase to become a global market. It's a domestic market, it's not a global market. But although UAE market in a size we cannot compare it with India, it's totally different, but still on a macro level, it is more matured market. So this is what all people are enjoying here.
Despite this scale, you remain deeply hands on. Now, BNW is very much founder led. So, what does that mean to you in practice, and why was it important not to step back too early?
See, I'm still 39. I have to work for another 20 years. And the foundation of a company is the promoter always. The principle of the promoters and the value system of the promoter is the most important thing in the overall foundation of the company. So if I will step back and if I will give this key to other people, it will not be in my hand and it will not be as per my vision. So until and unless I have the energy and I have the courage and and I have the overall vision, I should be working. In fact, I'm working as a CEO and the chairman for the company. So I'm into the day-to-day operations of the company, and I want to make sure that everything should be as per the ethics, professionalism, and the value system of the company. I don't want to dilute in any way, and I will not let anyone take decision which is not as per the standards of the company. So if you can work for 15 hours, you should do it. And this I want to tell to every youngsters. Your enjoyment can cost to other people. What does it mean? It means that your job is to work, and if you will work, you will create happiness in lot of people's life. But if you will enjoy, you are creating happiness in just in your life. So rather than seeing my life as an enjoyment, or like thinking about the retirement plan, is definitely not in my goal. I want to work until the day I die. So I'm happy whatever I'm doing, and I'm pretty much sure that my people will not let me sit back also.
Ankur, definitely that's very inspiring. You're just 39 and you've achieved so much, and great advice for the youth as well. Now, Ankur, don't you agree that people are also the real engine of growth in an asset heavy business like real estate? How do you build a culture where teams think like owners and not just employees?
When I'm working, I'm not working as again on a bureaucracy model. This is the kind of family atmosphere which we have created in BNW. I don't treat my people as my employees. They are my brothers and sisters, and just like family only. And they work like that only. It's very hard in uh, in India, although it is very simple, but in other part of the world, it's very hard to ask people for work more than their working hour. But in our BNW, people are working by their choice, not by the force, because they love the company, they believe in the vision of the company. And if you will take your people along with you, your way is very simple. There will be time when you will be sad, and you will be tensed and you will have stress, but these are the people who will take you up again, and they will give you that power, that force, that no sir, we are with you and we will take you up. So if you are working with the people and for the people, the things become very easy. It is as simple as that. If you are one person, it will be tough for you to pass 1 hour, but if you will be with 100 people, your 1 hour will pass like this. So when you will be having more people around you, the things become more easier for you. So this is the ethos of the BMW, and I'm sure everybody is aligned to that system, and they feel it, and this is the happiest moment for me. So for us, ROI is actually return on individuals rather than return on investment. So this is for the people, and I call it a people's company or a democratic company. So it's not just my company, and it's our company, and I treat myself as the first employee of the company. Somebody asked me like, Ankur, do you want to produce several Ankur Agarwals? I said no, I want to produce people better than Ankur Agarwal. So, and actually these people are better than me, so I should respect them, and I should, you know work in a way that they should feel it like a home.
Well, what a great leader you are, and what a great working culture you've built in your company. And that brings me to my very last question today. Looking ahead now, when you think about BNW 10 years from today, what do you want it to stand for, and what kind of legacy do you hope to leave behind?
See, it's a very difficult question to answer. I cannot forecast 10 years, but at least for next 4 year, I have a very clear vision to be the largest private developer in the country. Right now, we are the biggest private developer in the Emirate of Ras Al-Khaimah. So we hope to become the largest private developer in the country. And talking about the legacy thing, we don't want to count our legacy in numbers. We want people should remind us for the good work being done by the company for them, and that actually added the value in the lives of the people. So if let's say 500 people's lives are affected because of BMW, it can be 500,000 as well. So BMW wants to be a people's company where actually people can create their future, can build their future. So I want to make it as a platform, and whomsoever will be taking over that company, maybe after 20 years, maybe after 30 years, I want somebody who can understand those values as well. So money eventually will follow, it will come. It can be a company of $100 billion or a $200 billion. We have the capacity to be the first company to reach $100 billion in just 4 years. This we can do, we know that. But still, I don't want to count it in numbers. I want it to count in the overall value system of the company. If I'm making people happy, that will give me more happiness actually, because I came from a background where somebody helped me out, so I want to help someone as well. My demands are over actually. Still now I don't need anything extra for myself, for my living, but I want to create happiness in the life of the people.
Well, that's very thoughtful of you to say that, Ankur. And thank you so much for sharing your journey with us today.
Thank you.
Well, it is true that lasting businesses are not built on momentum alone, but on conviction, systems, and a long term view of value creation. So, from disciplined beginnings to building one of UAE's most compelling real estate platforms, BNW's journey is a reminder that scale is strongest when it is anchored in clarity, people, and purpose. So, on that note, it's a wrap on this episode of Forbes India Presents Business Lodestones. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more conversations with leaders shaping the future.